What I want to ask you here, I'm stumbling on your work with Alan Frey, and where you got into this situation where I guess he had written, or did you jointly write the holographic concept of reality?
Alan Frey was at Willow Grove. He was out of Willow Grove. He's working for a different government agency and had made this discovery by accident. It then went across Dr. Carl Schleicher's desk, and Schleicher sent it to me for comment. That's when we suggested, this would be perfect for mind control. And off they went, studying the 0.3 to 3 gigahertz. That's what Alan Frey had discovered, that man had another sensory motor input. Basically, what the microwave band did, and I'm writing about that right now, that what it did was that it caused the temporal lobes to heat up slightly and become more compact, and they began to ring. Once they began to ring, you could take the microwave bandwidth and heterodyne voices onto it, and people could actually hear those voices in their head, just like Son of Sam or something of that nature.
Right.
And the problem was, many people do not have what we call inner plane experiences of consciousness, and so they have no idea whether a voice that's inside their head is coming from them or from something outside themselves. And so, of course, the first mode of defense is to simply say, like the Hopi Indian, man has a responsibility for the thoughts he chooses to entertain. In other words, whether that thought came from you or that thought came from somewhere else, why are you choosing to hold it in your mind's eye?
Absolutely.
Well, here it is.
Now,
read it and wait. That's the plea. And so you started training SEALs and special forces with these concepts so that they could use their belief systems as a tool rather than a driver. If you were a staunch Christian and 2 aliens walked in the door, the big question is, would you be able to see them? And now, with all of that said, belief systems are important to all of us, and, assumed truths. They're arbitrary, it turns out, and most people don't even know where they came from. They just assume they're correct. Jesus said it, I believe it, and that's that. But, with that said, I have a pair of bell-bottom pants I'm never going to fit in again. But I still keep them, like a belief system, as a reminder. They may not be appropriate for what I'm trying to do. And so you fold them up nice and neat, and you put them in the drawer to pull out later because they're familiar and comfortable with you, like old clothing is. And that's basically what I did. One of the power tools was to train SEALs how to change their belief systems like they would a pair of clothing. Now, in order to do that, you have to be able to witness your behavior. That's a different altered state, and why all the saints have throughout history told the public the importance of meditation and training the mind. That's basically, it's like an unruly little child. It runs all over the place. And, of course, the thoughts you choose to entertain are what happens. And so if you have a doubt, there it is. Merlin put it very succinctly when he said, anything not specifically forbidden is mandatory. That was in a little book by T.H. White. And that concept applies. Whatever is possible, you can count on it. So what you're trying to do is move through the course without ricocheting off walls or creating karma. You're trying to slide through things smoothly. How do you do that? It's called flowing. There is a technique that you can do that will allow you to touch some part of your inner being that has more knowledge than your conscious state does.